Technology is killing us all. And as someone who is very aware of social situations, most goddamn cockatoos. Anyways, digital media, digital technology is killing us all. And I see it raw in social situations and online. And I'm not a researcher. I don't need to look up the facts to know that I myself is a part of the problem. And I can be aware of that. And I know that I can change that. Ever since I was little, at 7 years old, I won an iPad at a raffle. And ever since then, that was my downfall. And I think either way, I would have fell into the iPad kid status. And when I got older, probably the past year, since I've started actually not surviving but living, it's still hard sometimes, realizing that my childhood was stripped away through comparison, through popularity, through connection. And while at the time that was a good way to connect, I still remember before I even had an iPad, when the way you would invite your friends over to your house as if you called them to come over. And I forgot that the little telephones used to exist. They were more digitalized, but not like this, but you kind of just totally forget how much technology has taken over, because you become used to the the convenience of everything. How everything is so convenient. Looking at a clock, for example, a calculator. And I forget how much scrolling can really influence your life and your own self-image. My birthday's in less than 2 weeks, and sometimes without even knowing, I compare myself to these birthday parties people are having, and it's like, why can't I have that too, you know? And then when you think back to the birthday parties you used to have as a kid, they weren't even all that. There were 6 people that went, 6 or 7 people, and you don't realize how judgmental you become towards yourself, and it can seep into other people as well. I constantly compare myself to other girls and relationships and hobbies. You're not meant to see so much of the world through other people's lenses. And every time I think about it, I think back to when I was that little kid. Time was so much slower. It really was. And my biggest struggle right now is being bored. I constantly distract myself. And it doesn't even have to be with the phone, it can be with people, because I can't sit with myself. And I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at sitting with myself, but at the same time, my thoughts are just constantly running and running and running. They never really stop. And when everything else stops, I irrationalize everything. Not everything, but mainly just like stuff that is quick dopamine hits. Stuff that isn't healthy for me. And I know that's a normal part of the process. I know that's a normal thing to feel, especially when you're trying to detox yourself. But it's a constant cycle and a battle with myself of repeating the same habits over and over. And over time I will get better at it. I haven't given up, but it really sucks to see how much the world has changed the more you live outside of the digital world. Because the more I'm in that digital world, I forget that I'm an actual human being with a heart, a pair of lungs, a liver, oxygen. I forget to breathe half the time. I forget that I could just die at any moment. And this thought always comes back to me. Like, if I was to die right now, if I was to die in the next few days or the next day, would I be happy? And most of the time it's no. Yes, my life has gotten a lot better. The people around me have gotten better. But I myself know that I have gotten better, but I feel like the same sloppy person I have always been. So that's why I made this channel. To journal log, to talk to myself about it all, and really delve deep into my flaws and my curiosity, my creativity. I want to fall in love with myself, because I've always in the past just put love into other people, put love into relationships, and sacrificed myself for the pleasure of another person. And there was a time when I was constantly in a relationship, and if I wasn't in that relationship, I was in another one. And I can admit to that because I didn't know how to sit with myself. I didn't know how to learn from my own mistakes because I wasn't sitting with myself. And I learned through them over time, over a long time. But if I just gave myself the satisfaction of and actually put time into myself, gave myself a break before the next person, I feel like I would have been a lot more into myself, more in a loving way. So that's what I'm gonna do now. That's what I'm gonna focus on. Love within myself. And it's really hard. It's really fucking hard. Because putting yourself in a routine, especially when you have ADHD, is very difficult. Being consistent. Especially when if one thing goes wrong for me, my routine falls out of whack for like a few days, and it's just fucking horrible. But the small steps count. The day by days count. Each day, taking it slowly counts. And I forget, because of technology, how long things take to master, and you're never going to truly master them. I've been doing art for like 10 years now, and I'm still not there. I'm never going to be there, because it's a journey. This YouTube channel's a journey. My life and my goals are my journey. The people around me is a journey. And sitting outside for once, touching the grass with my feet, because it helps the nervous system, by the way. I haven't done that since I was like 11 or 12. It feels so nice. Like this weather is just so beautiful. I don't go outside enough to appreciate how much color is around me. Hearing the birds, just not the cockatoos though. Everything else, yes. But it's just so beautiful once you actually sit there in silence and just enjoy it. So I recommend someone do that. Take your shoes off and touch some fucking grass. I promise you. I don't just say that if you're a gamer. If you're a gamer, you need to do it more. Because I was a gamer and I didn't do it enough. I was inside every day. All day, all night. And that shit can really take a toll on your mental health. Touching some grass is really nice, actually. I didn't think it would be this nice. But yeah. Enjoy yourself. Learn to love yourself. Put love into yourself first before you put love into anyone else. Because I promise you, if you build your own garden, then the butterflies will come to you. The flowers will grow. And at least you'll have love within yourself. And if anything bad happens, at least you have yourself through it all. Love you all. Have a splendid day. Spend it wisely. Do the things you love. Spend time with people you cherish. And take care of yourself. Do a face mask. Have a bath. Go on a walk. Just remind yourself that you're here. You are here. Bye-bye.